thank you, Cam, and thank you, Harpreet, for hosting this call, and thank you, thank you to the previous presenters. I learned a lot from you guys. So well, Sat Sri Akal, hi everyone. Mera naam Aurum hai. Yeah, my name's Aurum, and thank you for joining us today.
Good one.
Yeah, I can see Camji. Yeah, approval. Yeah. Now you're probably wondering like why I'm here. Why I'm here today. I'm clearly not Punjabi, and I'm not even from India or Para, if you like to call it. What I am is a language enthusiast. I've built a bit of a reputation for myself as a language enthusiast and a linguistics lover. I did physics at university, but my true love is linguistics. So a little bit more about myself just now. Yeah. So, well, who am I? First of all, I'm originally from Hong Kong, but I lived in the UK since I was a teenager, which explains my accent. And it was during my final year at university when I realized, right, I need a job. I was doom scrolling on LinkedIn and trying to look for opportunities here and there. And I saw an ad for, guess what, Trailhead. So I went on there, did a few badges. Yeah, I did a few badges and thought maybe I should really get a job in Salesforce. So here I am. The rest is history. I've joined Capgemini for a couple of years now as a Salesforce functional consultant. That's me on the left, not at a Capgemini office, however, but at a conference/festival called the Polyglot Gathering. So for those who don't know, a polyglot is someone who can speak quite a few languages. As mentioned, I'm a massive language enthusiast, and I grew up with English, Cantonese, and Mandarin, just like a lot of people from Hong Kong. But I've also been teaching myself or perfecting my French, Norwegian, Romanian, Uzbek, Estonian, Irish, and obviously, and most importantly for this call, Punjabi. You'd ask, why don't you just learn Hindi? Well, I did start with Hindi, but for me, it's always between Hindi and Punjabi because they're similar enough. And at the end, I decided to stick to Punjabi because of a few reasons. I'm just going to talk about it now. So why Punjabi and why am I in Punjabiforce? So it's just a quick anecdote. I saw a post about the launching on Punjabiforce, and I messaged Kamji, can I join if I learn Punjabi? And he was like, it's for everyone. And I picked up Punjabi more seriously than I did before the messages. And Kamji invited me to talk about it today. And a serious reason, though, it's that I just really like the Punjabi culture and the values. I've always got along with Punjabi people, and I would love to connect with you guys further. And the more I learn about the culture, the more fascinating it becomes. So there's that. And yeah, also many of my colleagues are actually Punjabi speakers, including onshore and offshore team members. So in order to connect with them on a more personal level with respect, Punjabi has and will become the bridge for that. I envision the communication between me and the project teammates to be potentially even easier once I'm fluent enough in Punjabi. So thirdly, my well, language learning is just one of my biggest hobbies, the others being chess and photography mainly. People say, oh, that's so niche. Why do you learn languages as a hobby? And I'd always respond with, well, why do you paint? Or why do you play cricket? So to me, a hobby is a hobby. I enjoy learning languages, and it comes with countless benefits as well as to why I'd like to continue to volunteer with Punjabiforce. It's because of, well, Seva. I remember Kamji introduced this idea to me a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh, this is beyond wholesome. I would like to get into that. And it's about the selfless service, isn't it? So giving back to the community without expecting anything in return. in this case, the Salesforce community. So yeah, in terms of the timeline, I'm an absolute beginner right now. I can say a few phrases like 𝗙𝗔𝗓𝗏 and 𝗙𝗃𝗲𝗓𝗁 or shukriya, but I'm proud that I'm willing to learn some phrases and the grammar, even if they're just simple ones at the moment. So yeah, because I can already show that I am willing to connect. Next, I'll be slightly less of a beginner, which means that I'll be using basic sentences, not just as 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏, but also actually constructing my own sentences using my own creativity. So to have to have some easy conversations with Punjabi speakers, that's a start. And then as I approach intermediate, maybe I can join in on conversations and contribute to them with my own unique ideas. As I learn more words, I'll then start to be able to think in Punjabi and produce more complex sentences and ideas, well, just like that. And eventually I'll get to a point where I'll feel qualified to offer help to other learners on Punjabi and truly give back. So I might even go to Punjab to present about Salesforce or tech in the language. You never know. So this is a path that I see myself walking, but I also know that it won't be a smooth journey. I can call myself a pretty seasoned language learner, but still there is one thing about every language that never changes. So as I learn, I will keep forgetting old words and sentences that I've literally just learned, and I will need to reactivate them. So Punjabiforce is going to be the best medium for me at the moment to keep those words alive in my head. So it's a fantastic opportunity for me, a unique opportunity that I am definitely going to seize. So yeah, I'm not going to pretend that Punjabi or language learning in general is easy. It's absolutely not. Even Hindi isn't easy for me. Like with those, with tons of resources, even with tons of resources in Hindi, it wasn't easy for me. And Punjabi even has tones. Yes, I speak a couple of Chinese languages, and they have tones, but sometimes I just think, what have I got myself into? So just going to talk a bit about my language learning experience as an absolute beginner in Punjabi. So one of the biggest obstacles that I faced so far is the sheer scarcity and inconsistency of learning resources for English speakers. They are high quality resources, but it's just that like sometimes resources that use the Latin alphabet tend to use different spellings, and there are also some resources that they can be more slangy, and some can be more formal. Some might not even use the Latin alphabet and will just fully use Gurmukhi or Shahmukhi, which I'm not very familiar with yet. I'm still learning. I haven't tried looking for resources that is taught in Chinese though, which might yield more results considering the geographical proximity. So I'll definitely try that. But that's what makes it fun. So I have a whole learning wish list of languages, and some of the languages are so rare I don't even know if there are resources for those. So yes, yeah, the challenge is part of the fun. So yeah, coming up to my main approach and how I think I'm going to reach a high proficiency, I'm just going to learn mainly by talking to more native speakers and try to genuinely connect with the Punjabi speaking Salesforce community or even other communities. And just like learning Salesforce, pun fully intended, you just need to enjoy the process and go with the flow. I know, very overused jokes, but it can't be more true when it comes to well, learning a language. I believe many of us are not native English speakers. Just think back to how you learned or even perfect the English language. You practiced speaking with a purpose. I hope you see where I'm going here. So yeah, Well, since it's a Punjabiforce, I can't just talk about language learning without mentioning Salesforce. As I mentioned earlier, I'd love to communicate with a purpose. So this means that I'm not just going to talk to someone for the sake of talking. So I'm not going to talk about the weather, or what food I ate today, or my favorite color. Maybe I'd get into those things, but also Salesforce stuff like permission sets, Salesforce careers, flows, etc. And as I form sentences in my head in the future, I'll naturally think about the Punjabiforce community and will start to associate new words with Salesforce related experiences. So I'll think back to scenarios such as maybe talking to someone at the Salesforce user group about architectural diagrams, and I used, or maybe I learned the word for complicated. What's the word for complicated? Is it 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗥𝗏? Cam, is it
Say it again. Spell it.
𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗙𝗏𝗏.
Yes, it's called 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗏𝗏. Like 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗏 means more complicated.
Yeah, 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗏.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗏. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm the right person. You can talk to me all the time.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your offer. I love to talk to you once I learn more words.
God.
I'm just gonna get into that because
you
at the moment
are getting
words in my head right now. So
you're getting deeper and deeper in this. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's just well, it's just like that, and I'm just I'm going to remember the word 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗏 for forever, because I literally just talked to you guys about it, and in the future I'll just use the right words and maybe pronounce it right in the future situations. So when I come across a scenario when I need to use the word again, I'll be able to recall the word by visualizing, for example, this call when I learned the word 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗏 correctly, and I'll be able to create a unique learning experience for myself with Punjabiforce, and I can learn both of these skills together, and I won't have an excuse not to learn them, especially because the Punjabi community is so welcoming. So
very, very quick example for 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗏. When you comb your hair, you get lots of like stuff, and you can say your hair has got lots of gunjals. So this is one of the good example, especially with the long hair. So when you try to comb, they get like meshed together. You can say lots of gunjals in your hair.
A lot of gunja. That makes a lot more sense, to be fair. Yeah, I'm definitely going to remember the word forever. Yeah, you can test me on that in a few months' time and still remember the word. yeah. Thank you for knowledge. Yeah, thank you. Shukriya. Well, yeah. Next up, well, without further ado, where will I go from here? So this is undeniably just like the beginning for me, and I'm very much looking forward to learning from the members of the Punjabi-speaking Salesforce community, whether it be Salesforce or whether it be on Salesforce or the Punjabi language or cultural values. And as I mentioned before, I have friends and colleagues at 𝗙𝗃𝗙𝗏 Lai that are first or second language Punjabi speakers, and they're both onshore, offshore. So I'm definitely going to try to speak some Punjabi to them once I have learned enough words to form meaningful sentences or for a meaningful connection, right? So which will be very soon, I believe. And very importantly, I will have to remind myself one word or sentence at a time. So I'm in no rush to perfect the language. The most important thing is that I can and I am willing to connect more deeply with one of the most popular South Asian communities, not just in the UK, but in the whole world. So I'm not going to risk overwhelming myself by biting off more than I can chew. So people say children learn language really quickly, but think about it, right? What's the first time they can truly string a complex grammatical sentence together? Perhaps when they're 5 or 6-ish. So which means if I want to learn as fast as a child, I can give myself 5, 6 years or even more. So I'm taking it slow and just enjoying the process. I know for a fact that Punjabi is going to open doors to other Sanskrit-based languages as well. So yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, thank you for sticking with me until the start of this journey. Looking forward to chatting with you guys in Punjabi soon. Shukriya, 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗧।
Thank you. And just one more thing to add in. He actually also a lead of languages, and he's pushing. And I learned something last year because of Aurum, who is the, which country actually speaks more Punjabi. And I was actually shocked with the number, which I never knew about it. And that was Pakistan. I didn't know about it. We have more speakers outside India than, who speaks Punjabi. But yeah, thank you very much, Aurum. Such a great journey you have.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure.